Ecchi anime have a way to bring the anime community together like none other. We learned that quite well in part 1 of this video. Hello guys, this is Anime Sensei, back with part 2 of everyone's favorite anime list. Top 10 uncensored ecchi anime that you need to watch, part 2. With that, let's get into today's topic. 10. Okusama wa Seito Kaichou. The first anime we have for you on this list is Okusama wa Seito Kaichou, or My Wife is the Student Council President. Just like the name suggests, this anime is about Chad, Izumi Hayato, who ends up marrying his school's student council president. So, Izumi is just like any other main character, is a seemingly normal student who aspires to win the ongoing student council elections. But, as fate might have it, he gets outmatched by Ui Wakana, who promises students comprehensive sex education, free condoms, and more. Izumi takes the red pill on this matter and settles down with the position of vice president. But soon, Ui suddenly turns up at his doorstep as his new bride. It turns out that Izumi and Ui's parents were cool, and they had jokingly promised each other a decade earlier that they'll marry their children with each other. So, now they have to live together as husband and wife, while also trying to balance out their school life, and the rest is history. 9. Kuzu no Honkai. Next, we have a pretty deep anime with somewhat of a robust premise. Kuzu no Honkai, or Scum's Wish. Now, Scum's Wish is not your typical ecchi anime, with a subpar plot and just plain old anime titties. But instead, it has a much deeper, somewhat of a mindfuck plot that has the potential to give you cancer. So be warned, Scum's Wish may make you wish you never got a boner. Ever. But despite this, overall, Scum's Wish is a pretty decent adult ecchi anime that has some of the best visuals in anime. It follows two high schoolers, Mugi and Hanabi, who are only together because the people they both love are dating each other. So to find solace for their unrequited love, they start comforting each other, but certain things happen, and everything comes crumbling down with the most dramatic beat of the century playing in the background. 8. Yoragisu no Yuna-san. On the number 8 spot, we have the infamous hot spring episode in the form of an entire show in Yoragisu no Yuna-san, where we have Yoragi, an exorcist, who's looking for a cheap place to stay. Soon, he comes across a mysterious hot spring manor, which is rumored to have been haunted by a dangerous ghost. But, to Yoragi's surprise, the ghost turns out to be a beautiful silver-haired girl, and the hot spring has only female residents. Not that we're complaining, but the premise of Yoragisu no Yuna is a bit too bland. But the name makes up for its lack of taste with some good, gracious fan service, and even some hints of plot that lead to even more fan service moments along the way. 7. Grisaya no Kajitsu. Next, on number 7, we have Fruit of Grisaya, or simply Grisaya no Kajitsu, based on a rated adult visual novel that goes by the same name. So, the anime adaptation of Grisaya follows Yuji Kazami, who just wants to live a normal life. After getting admitted to Mihama Academy, Yuji quickly finds out that the academy is a special place for societal outcasts like him, who want to study and have some kind of normalcy in their lives that's impossible for them to get in any regular high school. Plus, the special thing about Mihama Academy is that Yuji is the only male student in a school that has only female students. So, Yuji does what Yujis do and becomes the Adam to all the Eves in his new academy. 6. Sekirei. On number 6 spot, we have the infamous Sekirei in all of its harem glory. Sekirei is famously known for following the useless male protagonist trope to the T and has the same old brain-dead story, where a girl just conveniently falls from the sky and falls in love with our main character. Sekirei follows the story of Sahashi Minato, who just failed his college exam the second time. But as the anime gods would have it, Musubi, an extraterrestrial being with superhuman abilities known as Sekirei, falls in front of him and recognizes the potential in Minato's Ashikabi blood. Kissing people with this blood type allows Sekirei to unlock their hidden powers and fight off opponents in a huge Sekirei battle royale with their partner. Given a new chance to fight with Musubi, Minato joins her in the Sekirei battle and plunges headfirst into a world harem that we all dream about. 5. Goshusho-sama. Next, on the number 5 spot, we have an age-old classic, Goshusho-sama wa Ninomiya-kun, which is a relic from the times when anime was not that well known and was essentially considered weird, for the right reasons. Goshuso-sama is one of the weirder shows from that time, with bouncing melons everywhere, and the whole mo culture has died out in recent times. Goshuso-sama follows the life of Chad Shungo Ninomiya, who has mastered all forms of martial arts and lives along with his beloved little sister, who's a succubus. If things were not bizarre enough already, his school's My Fair Lady, Reika Hojo, who is the heir to her father's vast corporate empire, and the student council president, becomes Ninomiya family's maid to win Shungo's heart. You guys know where this is going. So in a world where almost every girl is interested in Shungo, he just cares about his little sister and wants to live his life in peace with her. 4. Gantz. Next, on the number 4 spot, we have the one and only Gantz. Gantz is a bit more gore than ecchi, but the show is a definite must-watch for someone looking for a decent enough story to go along with their fan service anime. Gantz follows Kei Kurono and Masaru Kato, who both died in a train accident, and get woken in a mysterious game world where they have to hunt down dangerous aliens with futuristic weapons and somehow survive to the end. The story of Gantz is very unique and seems quite normal at first, but the anime is filled with violent deaths, bloody murders, pure insanity, naked women, and more. 3. Akiba's Trip. At number 3 spot, we have Akiba's Trip, which is about stripping people. Now, Akiba's Trip is an enjoyable show. We follow otaku siblings Tomatsu and Niwaka, who are on their daily trip to Akihabara when the shopping district gets overrun by vampires, called the Bugged Ones. During this chaos, the sibling duo gets saved by a bat-wielding high schooler, Matome. But Tomatsu gets infected by the Bugged Ones and gets awakened by Matome as a high-level Bugged One just like her. Later on, Tomatsu forms a group with another girl, Arisa, and Matome, where they go around stripping the Bugged Ones of their clothes and letting the sun burn them off to oblivion. 2. Mushoku Tensei, Isekai Itara Honki Dasu. On the number 2 spot, we have a special isekai, Mushoku Tensei, Isekai Itara Honki Desu, which follows the story of a 34-year-old NEET who gets isekai'd by Truck-kun in a fantasy world. Now, most of you may overlook Mushoku Tensei because of its seemingly generic premise, but Mushoku Tensei is the best isekai anime to have come out in recent years. It takes the cake from Konosuba, Shield Hero, and all the other isekai anime out there, with its superior world building and even better story that we can't help but fall in love with. Mushoku Tensei has everything you would want from an isekai anime, and the anime goes further, above and beyond, with wholesome fan service that will make you fall in love with anime once more. 1. Kaifuku Jujushi no Yarinaoshi. But since this list is not about plot, but instead focus more on pure fan service, on the number 1 spot, we have the most controversial anime of the winter 2021 lineup, Kaifuku Jujushi no Yarinaoshi, or more notoriously known as Redo of the Healer. This anime tells a story of revenge, where the hero healer, Keiyaru, gets abused, drugged, raped, and all that by the hero's party. But right at the end, when the hero party was about to take down the Demon Lord, Keiyaru takes his chance and uses the Demon Lord's heart to turn back time to before his suffering had begun. Now, armed with the knowledge of what happened in the future, Keiyaru takes his chance to take revenge on everyone that wronged him, starting with Princess Flare, who gushed him into madness. So, that's it, guys. Top 10 uncensored ecchi anime that you need to watch, part 2. Don't forget to subscribe and comment down your thoughts about the best ecchi anime out there. See you in the next one then. Adios!